For this week's What Do You Eat on Wednesday, we are doing an Apple Strudel themed chocolate bar. So here we go. Pomme verte. Do I sound French? Did I? I don't think I did, but thanks, Sophie. Right, we're gonna make an apple filling. Then we're gonna mix that with our gold caramel and I think possibly a little bit of Biscoff in there as well, because Biscoff is spiced slightly and has obviously that biscuity taste, which will reflect the pastry. We're gonna use a bit of flaky feuilletine, which is like flaked waffle cone, ice cream cone basically, and I think some brulee sugar. And I'm going to do this in milk chocolate. I would love to do it in gold, but I'm trying not to overdo the gold because cherry bakewell was in gold and that went very well. So I'm going to do it in milk. I'm going to do it in milk this week. Right, I'm only going to do 500 grams of this. I'm not going to do a full whack load of it. We're only making like 6 bars of chocolate. Right, 500 grams. $505, we'll go with it. 500 grams of sugar. Put that in. Oh, that's a big lump of sugar. Big lump of sugar there. Don't want to overdo it. That'll do. Now we need 10 grams of pectin. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 8. Because it's going in with the caramel anyway. Okay. Shut up. There we go. If you don't mix the pectin and the sugar together very well, before you add it to the puree, you end up with lumps. And lumps aren't nice. Put that in there. So I know I said no gold chocolate. I know I said that, right? But just hear me out. We're gonna have a little bit of gold chocolate. So I'm gonna sprinkle this waffle cone here. It's kind of like crushed up ice cream cone basically, into the front of the mold. And I'm gonna drizzle it with gold chocolate because it's strudel and it needs it, all right? So. So I'm going to fill this piping bag up with some gold chocolate and we're going to drizzle the waffle cone so that it stays in the front of the mould before I line the mould. Of course it's slopped all the way down the piping bag. It's going on the floor now. I did a really bad job of that. Have I got chocolate on my bump? I can't see underneath. We're going to drizzle the mould. Waffle cone in place. The gel is done. Pour it into there. We're going to mix this apple gel with some Biscoff and gold caramel. I'm going to put 2 scoops in there. We've got a massive tub of gold caramel here. Ooh, look at that. We're going to put some of that in. 2 big scoops, I think. Now we're going to mix this together and then I'll probably give it a blitz with a blender, hand blender. Ooh. Ooh, that looks so delicious right now. Smells nice. Smells very appley. I just need to know whether the Biscoff has added enough spice to it, because I might need to add a bit of mixed spice or a little bit of nutmeg to it. Yeah, I'll use the blender. Right, so I'm gonna get the hand blender now. I'm gonna give it a right, I'm gonna give that a taste. See what that's about. Very strudely. Needs a bit more caramel and a little bit of mixed spice, and then we're there. So we're just gonna use a bit of cinnamon. I think cinnamon's a good shout. Maybe measure it, or maybe I'll try and measure something. There we go, so we'll try that. We'll try another scoop of caramel. Right. Just... This should be it now, I think. More cinnamon. Yes. Yes. That, my friends, is apple strudel. Right, I'm thinking we put it into the freezer in... Doesn't fit. Too big. Right. Like this. Put it in the freezer like that, and then it's not gonna leak, hopefully. Into the freezer you go. So now I'm gonna line the molds with some milk chocolate. Into the fridge to set for a little bit. So this filling has been, we had to half the bag because it wasn't cooling down fast enough, in case you're wondering where the rest of the bag's gone. This filling is cool enough. It's a really good consistency, I feel. I'm gonna pipe it in to the bar molds. 2 cracked, because guess what? Left them in for longer than 10 minutes. So I've patched them up with a bit of chocolate, they'll be fine. I'm gonna give it a little snip. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, I think it will be really, really good. Oh, so now I'm gonna just melt this chocolate down in the microwave, and then I'm gonna mix in the brulee sugar to the back of the bar. Otherwise, and we've done this before, the sugar dissolves on the outside and it's not nice and it's not crunchy anymore. It's just so annoying. Like, stirring chocolate is so annoying. If you ever need to learn patience in your life, take up chocolate as a hobby. It's so true. It really is. I cannot tell you how impatient I was before I started this business. I'm still impatient, but nowhere near as impatient as I used to be. So now I'm adding the brulee sugar to the chocolate, and I want a good crunch in there, so I'm gonna add 4 scoops. And the chocolate will just coat that nicely, so you'll still get the crunch. We're gonna top the bar off with this. Sprinkle some waffle cone on the back there. because it is strudely doodly after all. Delicious. So these are finished. I'm going to put them in the fridge to set for about 20 minutes and then we can get them out and try them. Someone else is going to get them out because I have a midwife appointment to leave for in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to try these another day, which is quite annoying.
So the bars are ready. Let's take them out. Why are you cleaning?
So Nick doesn't actually like apple strudel. Crazy, I know. So I have taken it upon myself to try to finish bar and let you know how it turned out.
You're such a hero.
I know. That is so good. That's really good. You've got the apple in there, you've got the caramel. With the brulee sugar being in the milk chocolate, you've got the crunchiness and the, how do you say it? Is it fleotine? Fleotine. Sprinkled on there, you've got some extra crunch. It's strudely, it's appley. That's a bit of me, that.
It's a bit of you.
It's a bit of me. I think Steffi smashed that. Done. Comment below what you'd like to see us make next week and we might just choose your suggestion.